Hi everyone, today I am going to tell you what you're supposed to know before buying Skydio 2 or Skydio 2 Plus. Let's start it. Basically, I would like to remind you that this channel is about travel by motorcycle and the equipment to doing this. I bought this drone especially for that kind of activity. I have a pilot license, I am interested in drones and it is my first drones. Right now I will tell you 7 facts about this drone which you're supposed to know before buying that specific drone. Some of them, I think, may surprise you. Number 1. Battery. The battery is capable to work only 25 minutes approximately, but nowadays it is not too much, I think, and probably you know that because it is not a secret information. But it is worth to mention how much time you can fly this drone on one battery. Number 2. Flat profile. Yes, this drone does not have a flat profile. What that means? That if you are going with your GoPro cameras on your motorcycle trip, let's say GoPro or DJI, whatever it will be, they have flat profile, and because of that it will be very hard for you to match the color level with the drone. And why this drone does not have a flat profile, I will explain it to you in the conclusion at the end of this video. Number 3. Controller. The controller, in my opinion, had been made with a very poor quality plastic. For me, it is too small, but I do not have, big hands. There is only one LED light which is showing you whether the controller is connecting to the drone or information about the battery. But I need to say truly that I never know when the controller is discharged, because the one light for me is not enough. There's supposed to be something more, and I think that the Skydio is supposed to not be proud of that kind of controller which they add to that kind of drone. But why it is created like that, I will also try to say at the end of this video. It is worth to mention that this controller unfortunately has a very short range, and in the urban area I think that you will not be able to fly with the confidence. Number 4. Flying above the water. Yes, flying over the water in this drone is quite risky. It could sound ridiculous because it is, I would say, the safest drone in the world. But yes, the reflection of the water makes that the drone cannot judge the distance between the surface of the water and the drone. And because of that, the drone, in my case, when I wanted to record a beautiful sunset, started to going up and down, and it didn't even respond quickly at the joystick on the controller. And I know that even Skydio agreed that owner of the Skydio supposed to not fly above the water. So keep it in mind if you are going to buy that kind of drone. Number 5. Flight modes. You need to know that the Skydio is set to recording only you. And when I have been going on my motorcycle trip, I have been thinking that maybe if I would see on my road, let's say something beautiful, and it could be everything, church or just hill, everything. I have been thinking that maybe I will use a controller to make a cinematic shots. And right now I know that it is quite hard to do this, and there is no option, to mark, let's say, a church on the screen on your phone and order for drone to make a beautiful orbit all around the church. It is not working like that. There is no exist something like this. And with this controller, as I said, it is quite hard to make a cinematic shots. Number 6. Flying at night. I have been thinking that it will not limit me, that it will not bother me at all, that it will not be just basically a problem for me that I cannot, and you as well, if you buy that drone, you will not be able to fly this drone at night. Why is that? I will also try to say in one sentence in the conclusion at the end. But yes, if the drone will decide that it is too dark for him, then unfortunately it will not start. And finally, the last one and the most important, electric lines and any other opticals. What that means for me? I don't know if you know, but electric lines are just like a killer for all drones, all brand, no matter. Even Skydio cannot avoid electric lines, which means that you need to answer at the question: how many places in your area you have on the road without electric lines? Because I am all the time mentioned that it is going about traveling on a motorcycle, because I have been thinking that if I would buy the best drone for avoiding everything, I will, with the confidence, be able to fly this drone on the road. And then I realized how many electric lines are on the roads. I have been thinking maybe that if I would go on the wider area, then maybe there will not be as much electric lines. Unfortunately, no. What that means? You need to consider this, because if your drone will crash on the electric line, it will be your fault. And what you will do? And as example, me, send this drone back to the United States, from Poland. I think that it will not work. But let's assume that you have found a road without electric lines, that there will be other obstacles, tree, rock, whatever it will be. And yes, then the Skydio is doing incredibly good job, and especially with the beacon. But the question is, what you will get in return? In return, you will get a chaotic recordings, which will be, in my opinion, useless. Of course, it depends how many opticals there will be. But okay, the drone will be avoiding and you can feel safe and relaxed. But in return, you will get, in my opinion, useless recordings. This drone is not cinematic at all, or at least you will not get a cinematic shots where there will be opticals. But let's assume that there will not be electric lines and other opticals. Then he's doing just magic, flying very fast, and he's very responsible for checking the position left to right and forward and backward. But these 7 reasons, these 7 facts force us to look back for what this drone had been creating for. And definitely Skydio is showing us that this drone had been creating to following the owner. I think that maybe all of us know that. It is obvious, but this drone is definitely not a cinematic, because he doesn't have a flat profile, it doesn't have a good controller, good range, even long battery. Everything in this drone is telling us that it is not a cinematic. And unfortunately for me, on my vacation, when I take a motorcycle trip, it doesn't fit to me either, because I expect that I will be able to go and the drone will be able to follow me, and I will be able to make a cinematic shot as well using this controller. And both situations do not work in my case, because I couldn't find a safe place to fly this drone. It could sound ridiculous, but I didn't want to risk because of the electric lines. And even I have found a few places. Yes, you need to require a place without any opticals and electric lines. Then the shots are very impressive. I am really wondering if you share my opinion or disagree or agree. Let me in the comment below. Maybe you spot some more, I would say, issue or facts about this drone. Thank you for listening and see you to the next clip. Bye.